Next up, Tyler, I want to kind of focus on another aspect of your game that is, that stands out a lot just watching your film, and that's the jump shot. This season you're shooting 37% on threes. You're a left-handed player, which is unique, but it also offers you an advantage just being a southpaw like that. Your shooting stroke is very impressive. It's quick, it's repeatable, it's smooth, and kind of want to ask you about that part next. I'm sure it can be very tempting to just lean into that too much sometimes. You're a great shooter, but obviously, you don't want to just be a shooter. You want to
Yeah.
contribute, score in other parts of the floor as well. So how do you go about just finding a balance? How do you just keep from just falling in love with that jumper to a point to where you're not attacking or just being aggressive on the floor? How do you strike a balance just between just being a shooter, but also getting shots, closer to the basket?
I mean, at the beginning of the season, like our first preseason game, I just shot straight threes as soon as I caught it. Coach told me after the game, "You're 6'10. You need to start sending screens, stuff like that." So I feel like that expanded my game more to make me be able to score in different areas. At first, I was just a spot up shooter. I didn't know what else I could do, but now,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm realizing, like I'm bigger than everybody too at the pro level. So just set screens, roll, get lobs, really score at all levels right now.
It sounds like doing the little things is an emphasis for you as well. Not just being a great shooter, but doing those other things. Because when you get to the next level, defenses are going to be aware of your shot, and they're going to want to get you to other places on the floor, get you inside, get you in the mid range. Obviously, you don't want to just be known as only a shooter, a
Yeah.
guy that can get inside. So when it comes to maybe like finishing or getting closer to the basket, is there anything in particular that you're focusing on or you're working on to just be better about finishing through contact, being stronger around the basket? How are you going about kind of refining that part of your game at all?
I mean, just in practice again, staying after practice, getting up touch shots, stuff like that. Just working on it every day.
We're in January, almost February. You guys have played 14 games. We're getting into the part of the season now to where, things are getting serious. We're getting down the stretch and draft season isn't too far away. So, what are your, I guess, overall like final goals for yourself as you go into like the farther into draft season, getting closer to the draft, closer to the summertime? What are some goals that you set for yourself that you want to hit, that you want to let the scouts know about, want to let these NBA teams know about as you are moving forward closer to that point in your career to where, the NBA is getting closer for you?
I mean, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing and hopefully more. Well, I am going to try to do more and
Mm-hmm.
hopefully to make green room for the draft. So those are my two goals. Keep doing what I'm doing and more to make green room.
Anybody that you watch in NBA right now that you say like, man, I can't wait to match up against them. I want to see how I compete against them. Is there anybody that you're just really excited to kind of go toe to toe against when you get to that point in your career?
I mean, I'll say Carl Anthony Towns or Kevin Durant, for real. Because Kevin
Yeah.
Durant was my favorite player when I was younger. Carl Anthony Towns is a player I watch all the time. So,
Yeah, Towns, that's gonna be a tough matchup, man. Just dropped 62 last week. He's hooping at a great level. Katie's still doing his thing, even
yeah.
being like 35 years old. It's incredible, man. It's really fun to watch those guys.